It's your boy Gage. We are semi-live, sort of live from virtual Comic-Con.
VCC.
Look at that. Look at that. It still works. Like if you're listening to it in the right room, you still get an echo and all of that.
Hey.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, we are with an incredible artist, Penny Gaylord. Penny, how are you?
I am good. How are you guys?
Hey, listen, everything is still working. That's
your
how I like to
go-to.
respond to that. Yeah, everything is still working, so I'm not complaining. You know what I mean? I'm not really quarantined because I still got to go to work. So
Same here.
you know, so yeah, I mean, I'm good, but you know, I can't draw. So that's why I can color though. Like
freaking out about working from home, but I'm like, it's kind of my everyday. So it's
kind of what you do. So talk to me about that. You all made the transition from East Coast to West Coast, and again, I do appreciate you kind of taking time out of the middle of your day. Y'all probably should be eating lunch or something like that right now, but you know, I don't know.
Fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, what's different for you from a professional working standpoint as an artist? What's different for you from, you know, being on the West Coast that's different from the East Coast?
I think the biggest thing is like opportunities. Like there's a lot of opportunities that are here that are not available on the East Coast. It's like you kind of want to say you meet everybody when you're doing these conventions and things like that, but there's something about being here that you know, like people are more willing to let you have a chance to do something, to work on something. You know, it's like you can, when you're on the East Coast, you can talk to them all day about, oh yeah, I'm available and I can do this and that. But when they come back, you know, back to California or wherever they're from, they're less likely to reach out to you if they don't know that you're kind of in the area. And then there's also like a lot of lunches, which is weird. Like you only see, like I've only ever seen that on TV where they're like, we'll do some lunch. And I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a real thing, huh?
It's a thing. Like,
okay.
All
right, well, sure, let's do lunch.
Yeah, let's do lunch, sure. And it actually happens. So that's kind of the biggest thing. Like,
it's proximity. Proximity seems to make a difference.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like, you can work remotely wherever, but in order to sort of get these connections in the beginning, like you gotta be where they are. And
right.
If, you know, I guess the more work you get, the easier it is for you to get it if you decide to move somewhere else or something.
Sure. So let's talk about what kind of work you've been getting and what you've been doing. Tell me a little bit about what are some of your more recent things you've been working on? I know already, but tell them.
Okay. Well, the most recent thing that I got to work on are these toys for Spin Master for like the Batman DC Comics line. It's like these cute little, you know, they're for kids. They're like 4 inches, I think.
Yeah.
So I got to design or do some concept art for one of them's up for Robin and this Talon character, and then Catwoman, which I was like the most excited about because awesome. And so that's kind of the most recent thing, like doing these toy designs and things like that, which I never thought I would ever even be kind of part of.
Did that happen because of a lunch? Tell the truth.
No, but there was a lunch that followed.
Okay.
There was lunch in there somewhere. There was lunch in there somewhere.
Yeah, I just need to know what I figure out. Like if I decide that I want to do something important over here on the East Coast, I need to start having lunch with people. Like we should just start a thing, y'all.
That's
Let's just
the
do
thing
lunch.
now. We're just doing lunch.
It's serious.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like
it's a real thing.
At Comic-Con, I met the guy that does a lot of the work for Spin Master, which is the company. We met him in like Comic-Con, and then he reached out after that to do a couple of other projects, and then this one kind of came after that. So after this one, he was like, you know, we should get together and have some lunch. I'm like, yes, we should. So we did.
That's right. So when you do something like that, like when you I guess get greenlit to do concept art for something like that for a toy, do you have any idea of whether it's going to actually become something that gets manufactured or not?
No.
No.
Not always. Like, well, it depends, I guess. Like, for that one in particular, I think they were pretty well along in the process, and they just kind of needed some more to fill in some of the gaps.
Okay.
But a couple of other ones that we've worked on for that same company, with a totally different line of toys, I'm not sure if it'll ever see the light of day. So
really,
I don't know.
So it's like it could happen, and you just wouldn't know. Like, you might just see toys in the wild someday, and it might be a design you did. Is that like how that works?
I think so. Like with this one, like, we didn't know when it was gonna get released, or like we knew it was coming, but we didn't know when. We kind of still don't know when.
Yeah.
But like I saw pictures, or maybe it was Jerry who saw pictures of it first at the toy fair. So we were like, oh, yeah, it's me. So,
I did that. Yeah.
I was like, wait, I did those.
Yeah. That's cool. That's super cool. What about, okay, so talk to me about these little golden books.
Yeah, those are the other things that I managed to get into. That one, like, there was no lunch involved in that one.
No lunch?
But she,
okay.
Like, the editor, at the time, the editor, she's actually in New York, because that's where Penguin Random House is based. And I met her at a New York Comic-Con maybe like 3 years ago now, maybe. Mm-hmm. And she had my card like just sitting on her desk for years. And so when like Captain Marvel was about to get released and they wanted to do a book about it, she was like, "Oh, I remember her. Let me reach out to her." So that's kind of how it happened, you know. So like there was no contact prior or between when I met her until she contacted me again. I guess maybe she might have kept tabs on me, like maybe online or something like that. But
yeah.
Other than that, like. Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. That maybe speaks to the importance of having like physical cards and handing cards out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like it to be like 3 years down the road and just kind of get this call that comes out of the blue, and like she's in New York, so she don't even know y'all are supposed to do lunch. She's just like, let me just call and offer some work. And you're like, but what about lunch? And she's like, I'm on the East Coast. We don't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm like, we kind of preach about it a lot when we talk to like new or up and coming artists that come up and ask questions. Like, we kind of preach a lot about, you know, making sure that you're seen at these conventions and you're ready to give out things like cards and stuff like that, because you never really know, especially in these bigger shows like New York or San Diego, where these people are walking around and they're very incognito. They blend in. Sometimes they're even in like cosplay. Like, you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
And then if, you know, when they talk to you and you ask them, they're like, "Oh, I work at Sony," or "I work," you know, like something crazy like this, and you're like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah.
So
let me make sure you get a card. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta be ready.
That's cool. So now, how many? I know you did the Captain Marvel. How many golden books have you done?
Just the two. So I did Captain Marvel, and then I did an Avengers one that featured Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So it was Avengers Battle on the Moon, and it had like the Hulk and Iron Man. So it's like, it's not the whole Avengers, but it's a few.
Right.
Enough to say they are Avengers.
What was that like for you, doing that kind of work, like getting like doing a like, you've done comic book work, right? So it's not like you haven't done work and seen it printed or come to fruition and like been able to go to a store and see it, but like, is this different from that?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think, well, the format that the golden books are drawn in, like, that's kind of more the way I prefer to draw stuff, like draw stories.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really good at sequential art. So like sequential stuff, like I blank out. But the way that these storybooks are drawn and told, like, that's kind of more my stuff.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it a lot. First of all, just the whole process of it and getting to like do what I want to do. Like, they gave me a lot of freedom to do basically how I want to draw these characters and draw the scenes. So
that's awesome.
But most definitely. Oh, or also like the reach that these golden books have is a lot more than anything that I've worked on as comics. Like even My Little Ponies and Adventure Time, that kind of stuff. Like that had some good reach, but little golden books like that goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, people really kind of reach out a lot more after these books came out. Like they reached out, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy my daughter, my son, like everybody does these things," and that was a lot more fulfilling for me.
Yeah. So, that's awesome. That's awesome. So has that maybe changed your outlook? Like, would you consider maybe going into more of a regular illustration idea or something like that, even maybe like with your own characters, as opposed to doing something sequential or something like that?
I mean, I think like when we were making like what we did with Blueprint and all our stories, I've always kind of wanted it to be in that format, but I didn't quite know how to do it yet. Like I hadn't done golden books yet or anything like that, so I was just kind of following whatever like Jerry and Flash did. So but now having done this and seeing that it can be done this way, like that's definitely how I would want to. If we do another book, like another Blueprint, that's how I would want to format my stuff. Going forward with that. But I mean, I've always been kind of drawn to just like story arcs. So like that kind of storytelling, that's kind of what I really like to get into.
Yeah. So what else? So what else is on the table for you? What's next? What's popping?
Anything and everything that they will pay me to do.
Yeah. Whatever they'll send your way, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm living that freelance life, so it's like if you got a project, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what's up. Is there anything that like has your eye or something you're interested in? Are there, is there something that specifically seems like it's speaking to you that you would really like to do?
I mean, like character designing and story art, those are kind of my things that I'm really trying to get all the way into animation in that way. But I also like, we really just want to tell our own stories. I want to be able to give that to the people somehow. So we've been pitching to studios and things like that with these stories that we really want to develop it and get it out there. And I think that's kind of what we're hungriest for at this point. We have the ability to be able to make it out here. Like we're fortunate enough that work is coming and it's steady, and we don't have to sweat so much about paying these bills as hard as we used to. So we really just kind of want to pursue that part now, like being able to tell our own stories and our own perspective, because like as it is, like the representation is out there. It's starting, it's getting out into animation and video games and comics, but it's not enough.
No,
still a long
not at all.
way to go. So,
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, as a father of 3 daughters, your artwork does speak specifically. I mean, it speaks to me, but it speaks to my girls, for sure. The golden books definitely do. But as a whole, you're right. Like, being able to have not just characters that people can see themselves in, but also have creators that people can see themselves in.
Right, exactly.
It's super important, and it's a big deal. And I feel like a lot of times, unfortunately, in the kind of work that you guys do, because your artwork is so forward-facing, a lot of times people don't see the person behind the artwork and don't necessarily know or get that opportunity to kind of get that, which is why we like to do stuff like this, right? Like, we really want for you all to be seen, for you to have the kind of reach that you can get by doing something like, the golden books. I feel it's just important for people to be able to see who did it. You know what I mean? So
that's kind of a lot of the big thing about it is like you see a lot of these stories that are being told with these characters that you wouldn't normally see, but when you get behind the scenes and you see who's at the helm, it's still not as representative of the story that they're even trying to tell themselves.
Right. That's a real thing. Well, listen, I certainly appreciate you taking the time again from all the way over on the other coast. West Coast best. And we definitely miss.
I feel like I'm losing.
Oh,
I think you are losing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
I think what he was saying is we appreciate you taking up the time speaking with us all the way from LA.
Me?
Oh, you're back.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
Oh.
internet quarantine issues. In and out.
Got it?
Yeah. How do people find you, Penny?
Instagram is a good way to go. It's,
Okay.
You can search out my name or Pang Pang Art. That's usually my go-to. It's easiest to find me there, and then from there you can go anywhere, Facebook, whatever.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. It's tough. These internet things.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's locking up again. Definitely thank you for taking the time out, Penny, to talk with us. That has been our interview with Penny Gaylord for Virtual Comic Con. And with that, we'll talk to y'all later.
Alrighty, thanks guys.
Thank you.
What it do, snackers and snackers? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.